Nobody asked you to do nothing. A potential school. Liam Gillick, Eric Wykeson, Georgia Sagri, Seth Scanlon, Ian Chang, Christian DeVetri, Dennis Santella, Jason Botten, Keel Borman, Mads Linnerup, Nate Wolf, Gilad Rotman, David Brooks, Mary Simpson. Proposal prepared by Gillick with his students in November 2007 at Columbia University School of the Arts, Graduate Studio Program. 24 terms for examination. 1. Historical context. 2. People, subjects, individuals, other people, us, them. 3. Infrastructure, facilities, architecture, transport, networks, geography, location, networks. 4. Geography, location. 5. Built environment, building and immediate surroundings. 6. Power relationships. 7. Time projection, occupation. 7. Time projection, occupation. Theoretical orientation. 8. Theoretical orientation. 9. Strategy, application of the theoretical orientation. 10. Parallel spaces. 11. Institutional relationships. 12. Generational context. 13. Self-consciousness. 14. What does it provide, produce, exclude? 15. Modes of refusal. 16. Assumptions of smoothness. 17. Social status. 18. Requirements and obligations. 19. Mapping and location. 20. Funding. Things will be out of sync. There will be a large sauna. The edge will be perceived from the inside and outside simultaneously. The idea of boundary pushing will remain. There will be lots more bicycles. Some surprising things will be free. There will be more difference. There will be a studio problem. There will be big sheds. There will still be a sense that one is forced to find an activity. Delusion will remain. The question will remain. What kind of space are we in? There will be an increasing use of enormous wooden headphones. A sense of the historically determined quality of art school decisions and conditions will increase over time. There will be an attack on pragmatism. There will remain a focus on the idea of student choice. This will remain an incomplete project. There will be many places to sleep. There will be showers on demand. There will be the possibility of collective action. There may well be citizen artists. There will be a free or progressive tuition scale increasing expense with duration of attendance. There will definitely be massages from trusted people. There will be new forms of social engineering. This will take place close to fresh springs. There will be a sense that there is less structure. And there will be an increasing alienation of labor. There will be an increase in proximity. There will be new protective systems. Some things will be more mobile. Some people will be more migratory. Some effects will remain local. There will still be a feeling that there is a problem of vacuum. Ideas will remain deterritorialized. Some structures will be disintegrated. There will be fewer clear representations of power within the hierarchy of the place. There will be no possibility of an architecture that clearly expresses relationships. There will be an end to the idea that architecture is loaded with connections to the future. There will be bigger dumpsters. There will be an increasing skepticism about architecture as an independent discipline. There will still have to be a building. There will be a sense that we are experiencing an excess of history from the first day. Sometimes it will be necessary to create a parasitical structure in relation to the school. There will be enormous and amazing kitchens. In the manner of preschools, there will be reading lofts and soft places to rest. There will be a dacha nearby where one can eat and read and drink. Incomprehensible wealth will circle the school. And there will be no equilibrium. Other power structures will be mimicked. There will be an increasing exposure of power and dynamics. Who is them will remain a reasonable question. Some people will wonder how the future can be stopped or hindered. There will be a reduction in appropriateness. There will be an increase in duration. Some will explore the potential of every possible resource. There will be large-scale, three-dimensional printers and scanners. Full-time computer programmers will be available at all times. Student status will remain unclear. There will be a free pass to every situation that is deemed relevant to the structure of the school. There will be even more examination of the idea of the university as a concept. An increasing attempt will be made to ensure an infection of disciplines by those who attend the school. Concrete, wood, and water will be combined in most of the buildings and structures. Large terraces will be covered with plants. The structure will be located near the ocean. Compositing will be used as a method of production. A cumulative thesis show will continue forever, with work being added every year. There will be a frustrated desire for consistent knowledge from the beginning of the year. And there will be an encouragement of non-directed energy. Attempts will be made to create lots of seemingly arbitrary rules. There will be an internal openness combined with public reticence. Friendly qualities will endure. Viewing ports will be suggested, but the idea that they are cut into studio walls will be rejected. Viewing ports will be suggested, but the idea that they are cut into studio walls will be rejected. There will be a well-loved swimming pool. There will be an abandoned climbing wall. Water will become the most popular meeting place. Fighting gangsters will still provide a romantic model of masculinity. This will be suppressed. Italian restaurants will no longer exist. The studio will be a location of desire, but some people will fight against this. Some people will dream of the creation of an honest nostalgia. There will be many places. There will be many places. There will be many spaces that produce incomprehension. Role-playing will be discouraged. Repetition will be impossible. Someone will always be doing something every day. There will be designated moments when you are there on your own and you know it. There will be clear times when you alone are allowed in the building. There will develop the option of manual labor. Students can clean the windows, dig drainage ditches, dig drainage ditches. Students can clean the windows, dig drainage ditches, and package chewing gum. A big experimental greenhouse will be donated to the place by an anonymous benefactor. Animals will run free and cause problems. Animals will roam free and cause problems from time to time. Artisanal food production on site will go unnoticed over time. Confrontation with past desires will be accepted as a normal part of life. New relationships with service will produce a new understanding of obligations. There will be places to jump around and wrestle. Four-dimensional studies will become a well-loved fable from the past. Personal relationships will multiply. Claustrophobia will not exist. Between the shallowness, claustrophobia will not exist. Gaps in between shallowness and repetition will expand and fill the world with a whole new kind of artistic production. Teachers working alongside the students will forget to teach. Ghost towns will proliferate. Students choosing staff, staff choosing students, choosing staff will replace each other in perpetuity. Students choosing staff, choosing students, choosing staff will replace each other in perpetuity. Lectures in foreign languages with no translation will become the most popular event of the week. The institution will declare its politics, and people will wait for the statements with eager anticipation. The statements of position in the society will be greeted with warm condensation. Statements of position in the society will be greeted with warm condescension. Collectivity as an assumption will no longer need to be questioned. Social status and hierarchy within the culture will no longer have any effect on what is produced, but will still be understood. No mission statements will exist outside the archives of the place. A description of what's what will start each morning. No overlaps will be accepted. Keep asking what collectivity is, even if nobody cares, and you will be thrown out. Once accepted, you will stay for a long time, but the faculty will change every other year. Beta testing rights for all things will become the norm. A strong graphic sensibility for all outside communication will become standard practice. Who is responsible will be the question of the day. Setting something in motion will never be just for its own sake. The observation deck will be broad and wide and show a vast panorama. Populism will be excused. Good cases and bad cases will create a new language. Cultural importation will increase. Dispersal will endure. Open access will be the cause of many arguments. Medical centers will proliferate. Environmental controls will be quickly out of date. You still won't be able to change the temperature at the Whitney. There will be no institutional furniture. Custom-built databases and permanent data managers will be as common as their absence today. Drinks trolleys will be everywhere and regularly get restocked. Leakage will remain a problem. Speed of production will cause arguments. Speed of production will cause arguments. Suspended judgment will no longer be a defense. Interest from others will be the source of contentment. Continuing regardless will be viewed as a crime. Conditions of consumption and reception will be someone else's problem. Democracy and non-democracy of space will be considered at the start of each year. Abuse of space will be encouraged. Uniforms will be optional. It will feel as if unicorns are about to return. There will be lots of different buildings. Many FedEx boxes will arrive every day, full of new, unexpected things. Free FedEx accounts will be created in order to forward unwanted new things to friends. Orchards will bloom. The potential for growth will be suspended. The Department of Rhetoric and announcements will hold people at bay. No one will feel qualified to develop a curriculum. Secondary production techniques will be encouraged. Large roaring fires will frame places of thought. An infinite number of departments will be established to represent the diverse interests of the place. A place to play music will be maintained and well loved. No painting will take place, but not because anyone prevents it. The removal of the logo from the jacket will no longer be a dream. You can still have the jacket and the logo. Instant mythology will flourish. The question of when things should finish will become a distant memory. An extensive program of field trips and events will take place before anyone gets up. Traces of these journeys will remain in the stories of the drivers.